Hey guys, so today we are going to be breaking down the new incoming free-to-play Purple Super Saiyan Gogeta from the Broly movie. This character is 3.5 years old, and they decided that this was the best time to release this guy. Not, not third anniversary, not second year anniversary, not first year anniversary, but the fourth year anniversary was probably the most appropriate time and the best time to release this guy. Makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and see what he does here. So he's purple. He is a melee type character, so let's pump him up to 14 stars so we can take a better look at his stats here. Those are pretty bad. I am not gonna lie to you guys. Those are not the greatest stats. Now, obviously, this is before the title boost kicks in, so we still need to add I guess it's like 5,000-6,000 extra. You know what? It's not the worst, right? 5,000-6,000 across the board for all those stats. I mean, it's technically it's not that bad. He's going to be at like 253-ish to both of his offenses, and then defenses are going to be actually going to be pretty solid. But offenses are kind of okay. I wouldn't really call them that spectacular, but it's gonna really depend on what he's doing with his unique abilities. Strike damage, up strike card, and a normal blast card. Obviously on a ton of teams. He's on movies, Saiyans, Super Saiyans, Fusion Warriors. So he's got a lot going there. Oh, he has the card draw speed effect on the strike card. That is very similar to the green Broly that came out as part of Legends Festival. That's a pretty good effect right there, actually. 5 counts of card draw speed. Nice. Normal blast card here. Stardust Rain is the blue card. So this deals massive explode damage and 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. That's going to hit very, very hard. Nothing wrong with that at all. The green card is Stop Time Event, draws a strike card next, 50 key, cancels own attribute downgrades under normal conditions. Not bad. It's not spectacular. At least it gives a lot of key, which is nice. Main ability is going to be the 2 Wills Entwined. So you can use this after 10 timer counts, draws a blue card next, increases key by 50, 80% to the next special move damage inflicted. Okay. And then inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed, and then seals 1 enemy card slot randomly. Okay. So this is, I mean, really what you're looking to do with this main ability is just set up like a big blue card nuke, pretty much. Because remember, the blue card's getting 80% damage from this, but then it's also giving itself 30% on activation, and it's doing massive damage. So the blue card's going to be hitting very, very hard. But that's really the primary use of this main ability. It's not supposed to be used as like a defensive tool, or honestly even as a stop time tool, because I guess from long range you can use it as a stop time tool, but you're not really going to be benefiting that much from it. Z ability, we got 20% to tag Fusion Warriors, tag event exclusives, or episode sagas from the movies Strike and Blast Attack, and then 18% to Saiyan Strike Defense. Okay, not too bad. First unique ability is the Gilded Fusion Warrior. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. He gets 80% damage inflicted, 50% reduced damage received. Again, that is pretty much the norm these days, so that's to be expected now. Applies the following effects to self every time a Strike Arts card is drawn while this character is in the battlefield. He actually heals for 3% HP. He gets -1 to Strike Arts cost up to 5 times, and then he gets 10% to Strike Card inflicted. Strike damage inflicted, sorry. Activates 5 times. So that's kind of like a mini version of Angel Golden Frieza's like last part of his unique ability, because Angel Golden Frieza pretty much gets all this, but on top of that he also gets blue card damage, and he gets key back, which I think that getting the key back is probably the biggest thing, right? That this guy does not have. So, but that's still pretty good, right? He's going to be getting an extra 5 cost down for strike cards, and he's also going to be getting 50% extra strike damage. So basically, with this first unique ability here, assuming it's fully built up, he's going to be getting 130% to strike damage, which is not bad. Definitely could be way worse than that. Unrivaled Power, second unique ability. Applies the following effects to all enemies when this character enters the battlefield. Inflicts attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 15 timer counts. Inflicts tag Super Saiyan with attribute downgrade -30% to critical rate for 20 timer counts. Are they still trying to do this? They're still trying to... Okay. Just nerf Bardock. Like, are we still... We're still doing this merry-go-round, like, circus thing? Like, come on, just nerf him. Stupid. Applies the following effects to self every time the enemy uses a special move or special arts card while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. So he gets 20% damage inflicted, and then he also gets an extra reduced damage received by 20% for 10 counts. That's actually going to be very good, because he already has 50% reduced damage received. So if the enemy's going to be using a blue card, for example, he gets an additional 20% reduced damage received on top of the already 50% that he has. So it kind of reminds me of Grade 8 Vegeta, who has a similar ability to this. I think actually it might be the exact same ability, where he gets extra reduced damage received buffs depending on if the enemy uses blue cards or ultimate cards. The following effects occur when this character is switched to standby. So he restores ally ki by 20, gradually restores own health each time recount for 20 counts, and then inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to strike damage received for 10 counts. All enemies is very, very good. So basically, if you switch in and out with this character, he's giving all enemies 20% damage received, and then when you switch him out, he's giving all enemies 20% strike damage received. So those debuffs are going to come in handy on top of the key that he's also giving your allies as well. So this guy actually seems pretty good. I don't think this guy's going to be like the, slayer of the meta, right? He's not going to come out swinging and just like annihilate everything, but I think he seems pretty good. I just don't know why it took 3.5 years to release him, number one. And then number two, this is, I think, all we're getting this week. That's not good. Not good at all for an anniversary. Because remember, last week, all we got was the Zenkai Vegito Blue, and now this week all we're getting is this free-to-play Gogeta. Can we get a banner? How about a banner with new characters? How about that? All right, that's the new Gogeta. I believe there are also some new pieces of equipment. Let's go check that out as well. Equipment. Oh yeah, before I forget as well, there is a banner coming out, but it's not new characters. It's Legends Movie Saga Broly. It's Blue Gogeta, the yellow one. It's Blue Broly, and it's Goku and Vegeta. Like, okay, who is summoning on this? All right, that's not new. I just haven't bought it yet. What else we got? We got this. What is this? This is for sagas from the movies and Saiyan. It's going to give either strike or blast defense up to 13%, 12% special move damage, and then 25% to base strike attack. It's definitely not terrible. But again, at this point, like, these normal equipment have to be so ridiculous to be usable because of all the unique equipments and awakened equipments we have right now, right? That's what kind of gatekeeps these normal equipments from being, like, super good. Do we have any, like, unique equipment? We do. We have this one. Who's this for? Oh, Broly! Okay, so Blue Broly is getting a unique equipment here. Interesting. So I was kind of expecting the Blue Gogeta to be getting a unique equipment, but they ended up going with Broly instead. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what it does. So he's getting health restoration, strike defense, and blast defense up to 30. Wow, that's a lot of defense. Okay. And then 20% health restoration. Remember, health restoration is good for this Broly because he does heal every time the enemy switches characters. Then he's getting up to 10% to pure strike and blast attack per other powerful opponent or episode sagas from the movie's battle members. That's have we ever gotten that on an equipment before where it's other characters? Because usually it says per battle member, like per powerful opponent battle member. This is per other powerful opponent or movie's battle member. So there's multiple conditions for this. So basically what this is going to be giving up to 20% to pure strike and blast, according to the assuming that these conditions are fulfilled, which I think is good. It's not broken, but it's definitely good. All right, and then slot 3 is generally where we get like the unique stuff happening here. Okay, well, 50% to damage inflicted when this character defeats an enemy. Cannot be stacked, cannot be canceled. And then 15% HP. So you really want this Broly to be getting the final blow, I guess, or the killing blow on the enemy. And if you do, he's getting 50% damage. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. I would have... Is this... I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of this. I guess it's good enough, because I'm just trying to compare this to, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equipment, right? But the thing with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equipment is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equipment is only, I'm talking about the third slot in the equipment, right? The third slot on Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's equipment is only useful against revival characters. So if you're not fighting a revival character, or you're not, the enemy's not using a revival character at all, then that third slot in the unique equipment is basically doing nothing. And so I'm trying to think, like, how effective is this slot 3 going to be on this equipment? Because, like, if you don't kill an enemy with this Broly, then technically this slot 3 is not doing anything. And I'm just trying to compare this to, like, the Gogeta equipment, because that's, like, the baseline, right? That's still the best equipment in the game, I think, by far, that Gogeta equipment. That Gogeta equipment is giving so many more stats. Well, not actually that. In terms of offense, it's giving way more offense, because it's giving 35% to inflicted damage, and then 35% to both base strike and blast, whereas this one is giving 20% to pure strike and blast, which is not bad. But it's not as good as, like, just straight up 35% damage. So I think if you don't end up getting the killing blow on an enemy with Broly, and thus not activating this third slot, this equipment's good, but it's not going to be like, oh my god, Broly is now like a beast. But if you do, assuming you have this last roll on this equipment, right? Assuming you have the max roll, assuming you do get the killing blow on an enemy with this Broly, I mean, he's going to be so stupid. Because you're also getting this middle slot too. So, yeah, that is a hefty equipment there. Okay, let's keep going down here. Do we have any Awakened equipments that are new? Let's see. No, we do not. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. I don't really think anything else is coming out this week. So basically, we're getting the unique equipment for Broly. We're getting the free Gogeta, a filler banner that you should never, ever, ever, ever summon on. And I think that's it. I don't think we're getting anything else. I'll definitely be making a video on the free-to-play Gogeta, as well as the Broly with the unique equipment. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.